Hi everyone. In the today's session, I am going to explain you about the nutrition in some heterotrophic organisms like amoeba, paramecium and cuscuta. In the previous session, we already discussed about the heterotrophic nutrition types, in that saprophytic nutrition, parasitic nutrition and holozoic nutrition. In this video, I am going to explain you how the nutrition takes place in the amoeba, paramecium, cuscuta as per our syllabus. Okay, so then first we will see about the amoeba, how the nutrition takes place in the amoeba. So, amoeba is a unicellular organism. Okay, so as it is a unicellular organism, all the functions of the body, for functions of the organism takes place by the single cell only. Okay, all the functions are majorly participated in the single cell only, and this single cell is responsible for the all vital process like nutrition, excretion, reproduction and etc. So here in the amoeba, it is a flexible organism and it can able to form with the surface a feet like structure. Okay, and as these are not feet, it is a false feet and hence it is called as a pseudopodia. Okay, technically the pseudo term indicates the false in biology. Okay, podia means feet. Okay, so the amoeba able to form from its cell surface some feet like structures, and these finger like projections are considered as a pseudopodia. Okay, and this pseudopodia help for the capturing of the food. Okay, so in case of amoeba, the cell surface itself will help for the nutrition. So intake of the food, the cell surface itself will help. There is no special structure for the intake of the food in case of a unicellular organism like a amoeba. So here now we'll see. So this red portion what I mentioned is a food particle. Okay, so how it captures? Slowly the pseudopodia will move around the food and finally it form a vacuole like structure, and this is considered as a food vacuole. Okay, then they move the food inside the body. Okay, food vacuole forms a food vacuole, and other food vacuole ruptures and finally the food gets enter into the body, and inside the body the food get digested. Okay, inside the body the food get digested. In this way the nutrition takes place in case of a unicellular organism like a amoeba. Okay, so is it clear? In the amoeba, who will help for the capturing of the food is nothing but the pseudopodia. The false feet will help for the capturing of the food molecule. Next, move on to the second organism, that is paramecium. Here in case of a paramecium, it is also a unicellular organism. Okay, so the paramecium consists of some hair-like particles on the surface of the organism, and these hair-like particles are considered as a cilia. Okay, these are called as what? Cilia, and this cilia will help for the movement of the food. Okay, and but in case of a paramecium there is a specific site for the ingestion. Okay, so for the ingestion of the food molecule there is a specific site for the paramecium that is considered as a cytosome. Okay, and the specific site is called as what? Cytosome. And how the food particle will move from one place to other place till to the cytosome is this cilia will help. Okay, when the cilia is moves like this, okay, cilia moves like this, then the food particles slowly move from one place to other place and finally it reaches to the place where the ingestion of the food takes place. Okay, and the place where the ingestion takes place in the paramecium is considered as a cytosome. So from this cytosome the food will enter into the body of the paramecium, and inside the body the digestion takes place. Okay, so in this way the nutrition occur in the paramecium. Here it is an important question. Okay, so the special structure help for the ingestion of the food in case of the paramecium is cytosome. So this is important MCQ question for our examination point of view. Okay, this is the second one, and come for the third one. So there is a plant called Cuscuta dodder. Okay, Cuscuta dodder is a plant which is parasitic in nature. Okay, so this plant is a parasite. Okay, why it is majorly survive in the form of a parasite is nothing but this plant does not contain chlorophyll. Okay, there is no chlorophyll present in this plant. As there is no chlorophyll, it is unable to perform photosynthesis process. That is why the Cuscuta dodder plant survive as a parasite. Okay, so it depending upon the host tissues for the sake of survival, for the sake of food and water. Hence the Cuscuta dodder is a parasitic plant. Then how the Cuscuta will suck the juices from the neighbor plants. Now we'll see that. Okay, the Cuscuta dodder majorly, you can see the Cuscuta dodder picture here. Okay, the Cuscuta dodder majorly have a string like structures which are called as haustoria. Okay, these string like structures present in the Cuscuta are called as what? Haustoria. Okay, these are haustoria. Okay, you can see clearly here in this picture. Okay, so now move on to the topic. These haustoria are the root-like structures which are present in the Cuscuta dodder, penetrate into the host tissues. Okay, especially the plant tissues. There are 4 type of plant tissues. We already studied about the tissues in the 9th class now. So in that, the vascular tissue, xylem and phloem, will help for the transportation of food and water. Inside the xylem, the water flows. Inside the phloem, the food flows. Okay, so now what will do the Cuscuta is, Cuscuta send these haustoria to the neighbor tissues, okay, neighbor plant tissues, and this haustoria will penetrate into the xylem and phloem of the neighbor plants, and they suck the juices, same like a straw. When we suck the juices from the straw, no, in the same way the haustoria is act like a straws for the Cuscuta plant, and they suck the juices from the xylem and phloem. From the xylem they suck the water, from the phloem they suck the food, and slowly after by taking the food from the neighbor plant, slowly the neighbor plant dies as the lack of food. Okay, so next, when the neighbor plant dies, the Cuscuta send their haustoria to the other plant. Like that it spread the throughout the area. Okay, the complete area is spreaded by the Cuscuta dodder. Okay, so Cuscuta dodder is a parasitic plant. Now we'll see how the Cuscuta dodder flower shape and Cuscuta dodder stem and everything. That is also important 1 mark question. Write the structure of the Cuscuta dodder. Okay, so here these are the things. Look at here, the Cuscuta dodder flowers. Okay, so it is a nodule like structure, flowers, and yellow and white shape petals. Okay, yellow and white bell shaped petals will be there. And how the stem of the Cuscuta is a string like a stem. Okay, small thread like a stem. There is no special length, special width in the stem. It is a string like a stem which is yellow and orange and pink colored strings. Okay, and finally come for the leaves. As there is no photosynthesis process takes place, the leaves of the Cuscuta are thin and minute scales, a small scale like leaves. Okay, these small scale like leaves will be present in the Cuscuta. This is about the anatomical structure about the stem and leaves and flowers of the Cuscuta plant. So this Cuscuta is an important 4 mark question for our final examination. Clear? So these are about the some nutrition in the amoeba, paramecium and Cuscuta. Okay, so if you like my video, so just share and subscribe to my channel, and for more videos you just press the bell icon. Thanks for watching this video.